JCK, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here for 1 month. And I know why I accidentally misspelled your name in the Duck Art Game server. Because, like, when I read the letters JCK together, my brain autofills it to Jack. So I'm pretty sure that's why I misspelled it. Because, like, I say it like Jack in my head. Even though, like, I know as, like, your Twitch name, it's JCK. It's faster in my brain to be like, oh, Jack, Jasmine, JCK, blah, blah, blah. So probably that's where the typo came in and I spelled it like Jack. I still feel a little crap about that. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you got a really good laugh out of it, though. And also thank you again for the subscription. I appreciate you. Yeah, I remember that. You said that some weeks, so I don't remember that. I forgot. I honestly forgot about that. But also, hi Derp, welcome. Good to see you, friend. I hope you've been well. Stanley went upstairs to his boss's office. Have you played this before? I watched way back when the game I think first came out-ish. I watched Markiplier play it, but I did not play it for myself, and it's been years since I've seen gameplay of this. So when it came out, the Ultra Deluxe version, I knew, like, okay, I'm not gonna rewatch it and relive my nostalgia. I'm gonna play it for myself. Because, like, back when the game first came out, I'm like, ooh, this is kind of interesting. Like, different paths and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Also, like, the narrator's, like, pretty cool. So, yeah, that's where we stand with that. So, yeah, I have not played it outside of the, 3 hours I played last week. And we started getting into the Ultra Deluxe stuff, so that stuff's been interesting. Oh god, yes, when Markiplier played it, I watched 5 minutes and then I was noping out. Did you nope out because you didn't want spoilers so you could play it for yourself, or did you nope out because it wasn't your type of content, which is fine. This is the story of a food named Eggy. Hi, Ryan. Hope you've been well. Sorry to keep rescheduling our, like, dinner date, even though it's, like, not really a date, but, like, it's a platonic date. You know, AC went out on Monday and Tuesday, so we were not in the office. It was boring to me. That's fair. I was, like, a very impressionable new content. Multiple arrows. New content. New background, kind of. We're getting there. The shelves I ordered for right here, they came today. They're too big. If they were 2 inches shorter, they would fit. But they are, like, practically the same, like to this wall, to the bookcase, are literally the same exact, like, they will touch. So I can't use them there. I technically could move the bookcase over, like, a couple of inches, but, like, I really don't want to. Because, like, you can't see on camera, but there's, like, a patch of wall over here before the door that I want to maybe put posters on. Not sure yet. So I'm trying to keep that wall blank for right now. But we'll put the shelves somewhere. I might put, like, one of the really long shelves, like, really high up. So, like, above, well, y'all can't see it, like, the top shelf of the bookcase. So I can put my energy sword on there, which is, like, hiding in that bookshelf over there. Because I want to keep, like, some nerdy things in here. The content creator is the content. How meta. I know, right? So we'll see. Yeah, I got my new piano. Once I learn no more music on there-ish, I'll make, like, a redeem for, like, get Gray to play something on piano for, like, 20,000 points or something. That might have to be, like, after I get, like, a mic stand or, like, a mic thing, because, like, currently my microphone is, like, right here. Realistically, I want to have an arm that comes this way so I can swing it towards the piano so I can record. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to get all the boxes out of my apartment. I need to get all the boxes out of my apartment. I need to stop spending money on things. I have, like, 5 tabs open of things I want to buy. It's kind of sad. Yeah, GCK. I can see how the game could be boring. I mean, like, that's me, like, watching, like, Modern Warfare and, like, COD and stuff, because, like, I don't get it. I just don't find the game interesting. I just don't find that the games interesting. But I was young and impressionable, because that was, like, when I started watching YouTube, because I wasn't allowed to watch YouTube until, like, high school. So that's, like, the first kind of content I kind of latched onto, is be like, oh, this is cool. Now I'm not as impressionable. I tend not to watch, like, a lot of gameplay videos because of, like, I play the games, and, like, unless if it's, like, a horror game, so, like, I usually, like, watch John Wolf for that, because, like, I can't play horror, but, like, I find his commentary very interesting, because he's willing to, like, rip things apart, and, like, oh, this is a crappy horror game, I'm gonna rip it apart. I think he does it, like, in a fairly respectable manner. Or, like, sometimes it's... Words don't work. Anyway. Oof. Oof, indeed. Alright, we're gonna load up the game. I didn't load the game before because, as we've seen prior to, it will do the thing of, like, prompting you with the time, so I didn't want to do that yet. Crows. C. Closed captioning something. Please adjust the slider until the chair is barely visible. The computer is barely visible. I'm gonna put it there. I'll put it a little further. I'll put it in the center. Why not? Confirm. Until the dog and cat are friends? Yo! Yes, they're going to be friends. We're gonna make them be friends. They are friends. I love that. That's such good content. Please adjust the slider until the number becomes... Oh, this is the new type of sliders that, if we remember from last week, when we, like, input the number, because, like, we were checking something. We were checking, I think, the save game file to make sure, like, it would load back to where we left off. And it was like, oh, like, I'll implement some new sliders for you to try. The next time you boot up the game. So this is the first time I boot up the game since then. So these are the new sliders. Okay, until this number becomes number 9. Oh god. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be... Oh, so not Roman numeral 9, but the number 9. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which two made-up words below is most appealing to you? Occuboinkle or Scrumtush? Scrumtush. I like Occuboinkle. But I'm gonna... Boop. Boop. Please don't adjust the slider. But I want to. Do you know what time it is right now? It is 7:09 p.m. Is the time that is right now the correct time? Yes. What time is it anyway? No. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? I mean, yes. I am arrived. Hi, Peachy. Hey, friend. Welcome in. I hope you are doing well. We're just getting started. We're doing some cool little slidey things and answering yes-no questions that aren't actually yes-no questions, but it's Stanley Parable, so they're yes-no questions. So anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Always. Help. Yes. Will you come back to visit me? Yes, of course. I don't know who you are, but sure. Alright, so we have this new intro title sequence thing, which is actually kind of cool. I got bacon macaroni. Yo, I had bacon macaroni for lunch. Listen, I don't know how you knew that. Don't mind me adjusting volume. Both for myself and for y'all. That should be good. I'll adjust as we go. The ending is never. The end is never. The end is never. The end is never. Iggy is currently sitting upside down. OMG twins! Twinsies! Though I didn't click.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I gotta hit click. Alright, are we back doing Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ah, yes, new
what
content.
Could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Stepnies.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I forget what we were doing in terms of this new content. Ooh, the little banister here. Ooh, we do get to take the bucket, though.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Okay, I forget which ending we took this
Stanley
first time we
clutched the
played.
bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We're not gonna do that now.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
I want the
telling him
adventure
that the
line, but this
employee
game's
lounge
version of
was
the
simply
adventure line.
place to be.
Because we
And
went to
here
the
it
whole
was.
expo
Had the
about
bucket
things
turned out to
of
be
like
correct? Was this better? No.
putting
Never
it in
mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
or go down.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance
'Cause we
section
went
and
back
walked straight
up.
ahead to the opposite door.
We went back to the boss. We went to the boss's office, and then like the door wouldn't open because we had the bucket, or that was.
Good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here.
Are you sure?
I knew you'd find
Oh! Oh my god, it's the Broom Closet. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Oh, so this is a combination of all the other endings. Or kind of, I think the endings. So we have Broom Closet, Adventure Line, My Beloved, the baby, the chair, or not the chair? Why is the chair here? I don't understand. The broom room. I love the the broom room. We have the woman.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Why?
We've come together here because we care
Friends?
about you very much.
Who?
It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable.
Giant
it's just
baby.
sequel content.
Giant baby's my
We're
friend, I
the
guess.
ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet.
Adventure Line
because that's
TM.
what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes.
Yes, I
not
would
this
love more Adventure
bucket
Line.
that they've never seen
Please?
before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving
Yes.
the Adventure Line?
TM,
We could
yes.
make the Adventure Line go somewhere new.
Yes.
Yes, that's what the fans
Yes.
want. Let's do it.
Please. I love the Adventure Line. The Adventure Line's my favorite.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. I'm so here for this.
Now this is
No!
what the Stanley Parable
Don't
is all
cut
about.
the music.
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
When was that
It's
in
as
the
classic
game?
now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give
Oh.
them more content exactly like this.
Home
But
Depot
if
wall
we want to
texture
do
is my
that,
favorite.
you're going to have to give something up.
Hello. We love Home Depot. We love Adventure Line. Adventure Line, my beloved. Oh god, I don't like this. Why didn't they take the bucket from me? That light is hissing. Red means scary, y'all.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much
That's
personality that to
Stoopy.
me it already
That's
feels
Stoopy
as though it's been
indeed.
part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for
It
you.
destroys the bucket.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Can I throw myself in there? No.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the bucket destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not.
Yes,
I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Oops. Oopsies.
The bucket destroyer. My prized
Why is this
creation.
why is the
You
music
had so
giving
much
me Halo
potential.
vibes?
We were going to do
Why is
such
this
marvelous things with you.
is this
Tell
serving
such
Halo Red
spellbinding
vs. Blue
stories
Halo?
about you, all of it squandered now.
Why is this serving
Goodbye,
Red vs.
new
Blue
friend.
Season 2?
For the moment in time that you were here,
Wasted.
you were magnificent.
Oh. It's one of the Halo soundtracks. Oh, that's it? That's an ending?
All of his
Like the toilet
co-workers were
boys singing.
gone. What could it mean?
Yeah.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, this time I'm not gonna grab the bucket. I'm actually kind of curious to see what happens. I'm curious to see what happens
The confusion
when you
and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
I want to see what happens when he takes the
Stanley
bucket.
clutched the bucket
Can you take a
tightly to his...
balloon? I don't
This was
think
not
so.
the correct way to the meeting room.
We could
But
try
Stanley had
popping
felt the
balloons the
bucket
next time I
calling
see
to him,
some.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I want to see what
And
happens
here
when
it
we
was.
actually destroy
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Yeah, I'm quite curious to see what happens when you do destroy the bucket.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way.
So yeah,
here.
this could
I
get
knew you'd
repetitive.
find this place eventually.
That's okay. I don't want to destroy the bucket.
You see, your friends
but-
and I are concerned for you,
Probably not
Stanley.
sticking around. But
We've come together
Ducky!
here because we care about you
Wyatt!
very much.
Hope you're well,
It's
friend.
this
Thanks for
bucket
stopping
you're carrying
by.
around everywhere.
Feel free to
The
catch up with
bucket
me
isn't
sometime.
even from the original Stanley
let me know how
Parable.
you're doing,
It's just
friend. I
sequel
appreciate
content.
seeing you.
We're the ones that
I might
matter,
need some
Stanley.
help with
Classic
Legends
characters
Arceus,
from the
by the
first
way.
game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want
wait, you're
more
not
of their
Wyatt.
favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've
Leduc
never
is
seen
Wyatt.
before.
I'm so
Yes,
sorry,
I know
Ducky.
I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're
Because my
spending
friend
too
from
much time
college
with it.
goes by
Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line?
Leduc?
We could make the Adventure
thought-
Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want.
I'm
Let's
sorry,
do it.
I feel like such an... Today I just been, like, messing things up with, like, absolutely, like, oh my god, like, this. I'm like, hold on, wait,
Look at
that's
that
not...
wacky line. Who
Raw
knows
assets.
where it'll go off to next? Oh,
Engine
and it played
import.
some silly music as
That's
well.
funny. Bucket. We love the bucket. Until they're gonna violently rip it away from us.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Alright, this
It's
time
as
we're gonna
classic
destroy
now as
the
it was
bucket.
back then.
But
Let's
Ducky,
do
it's
it for
good
the
to see you,
fans, Stanley.
friend.
Let's
Benjamin
give them
music
more
is the
content
best. Oh my god, yes
exactly like
it
this.
is. It's so
But
good.
if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
Okay, I'm ready.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Right.
Can you guess what the bucket destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Open sesame.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
Can I?
Destroying buckets is all it knows.
Get rid of the bucket? Hold on. Wait a second. Settings. Controls. Interact as E. Or...
That is its singular
I
personality
can't get rid of the bucket.
Sure,
I can't get rid of the bucket.
How does a character with only one personality trait
Sir,
deserve to
I
join
am
the
trying.
pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the bucket destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game
get rid
can
of the
you even say that
bucket?
about? The Broom Closet?
Sir!
Certainly not. I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Oh well. We tried. We tried our bestest.
You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
It's Halo. It's Halo. Halo confirmed. Surprised I could sing that low, even though I've been like, I haven't been talking a lot today, so that's probably why. Alright, this time, we're not gonna pick up the fucking bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I tried, JCK. I tried. For your honor. Figurine Finders Committee. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, we haven't done...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, we're gonna go in here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Listen, my brain's not firing on all cylinders today. Alright, we're gonna go...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Once we get over there.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh, wait.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Oh, shit, there's something
someone
there.
You've forgotten about.
A collectible.
Please. What? Really?
Yes.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Collectible.
Give me a chance. Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlets. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
New content. There's two more. So
now
I saw
listen
the other
carefully,
one.
this is important. Stanley walked through the red
red
door.
door. Okay, last time we did this was before we got into new content. And we refused to listen to him. So I wonder how this is going to be different.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
We.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
What if I'm colorblind? I'm not actually, but... Like, bro. Did you have the bucket last time? I did not have the bucket last time, because this was before we got into new content. But we'll have to try that. We'll walk through the red door for funsies.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see
It's a good
that
Adam
it's killing
Lambert
us,
song.
Stanley?
Running by Adam Lambert. Very good song.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Just literally going around in circles. A black void of blackness.
A body has been discovered.
What are we looking for?
Aaron, my friend! Oh my god, are mods here? I'm gonna give you a shout out. Thank you, friend! Thank you for stopping by. Let me make sure to spell your name right. Thank you, friend! How are you? Thanks for- Hi, other Aaron! Yeah! Other Aaron. Aaron's. The Aaronity. Oh goodness. The other Aaron is currently doing worky things. But shout out Frem. Derp, I appreciate the effort. How are you? Isn't it late? Is it like late where you are? If you're not following Erin, please go give her a follow. I'm good. Just finished an episode of a K-drama. Ooh, very fun. We're currently knee-deep in the Ultra Deluxe new comment, the Aaronity. Yeah, because there's 3 Aarons in the Deckart game server, and we're all like, not the SpongeBob meme, the Spider-Man pointing meme. That's us. It's 12:30 in the morning. Oh, 1:28 a.m. JCK, why are you still awake? I'm the 3rd Aaron. I don't know if I'm the 2nd or the 1st. I don't know. I don't know what our order is. But thank you for being here, friend. Thank you for the follow. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. If you need to go to bed, I understand. But if you're not going to go to bed, that's okay. I'm just going to lightly scold you. You should go to bed. But if you decide to stay up, I can't. I was drawing 9, so I saw your announcement. That's fair. That's fair. You're all 3 the first. Yes. Thank you, Derp. Ooh, glowy lines. We love glowy. Space?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Space?
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Pikachu emote. Ooh, maybe all 3 second. Who knows? This is pretty. Ooh! Pretty colors and shit. Where's the door?
No, wait. Where are you going?
Oh, we can leave. Oh, look, there's stuff underneath. That's cool. Imagine being high and seeing this good trip. Actual.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no,
Let's
Stanley,
stay here
let
forever.
me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Extra wild. Is there another voice line prompt? I don't think so. Oh, there's a door there that's blocked. So I'm pretty sure that if we stay in the other area, it's just like a literal infinite loop of like pretty things to look at. So I think this is the only way to reset. So if you are sensitive to this type of material, tune away for like the next 30 seconds, then come back after 30-ish seconds, 30 seconds to a minute. I'm gonna give people a second to step away. So I basically have to kill myself in order to start the loop again. Okay. Oh, it takes longer than 30 seconds. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did not realize that. Yeah, this is my first time playing this, so thank you. You can reset from menu. Ooh. I would reset. Okay. I mean, I don't trigger to that stuff. But I don't know if anyone in chat triggers to it. Because, like, it makes you do it multiple times. I didn't like it. Okay, that's fair. I don't trigger. That's fair. I mean, I'm the same, Jack. I don't trigger. Yeah. I mean, I don't expect people to, like, out their triggers in chat either. Normally I usually don't give trigger warnings because, like, I don't know what's coming, but this is very clearly, like, you are given a ledge to jump off. So, check. Just inform the other people who might get triggered. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Normally, like I said, normally I don't know what's coming until, like, we're already, like, knee deep into it. I'm like, oh, shit, this is triggering. This could be triggering for people. Unless if someone in chat is like, oh, just in case, there's a thing coming up. What is that emote? Hold on. That's an interesting emote. So, I'm gonna say, give us 2 minutes, then come back. This is a very obvious, this is a very obvious, not a surprise. Yeah. I mean, there are some times where, like, I'm completely oblivious to things, and then yeet it! Yeet the pineapple. So give us, like, a couple minutes, if you're, I don't say sensitive to this, but if you are unable to watch, give us a couple minutes, because, like, I would like to at least play through it, just to see what it is, because I don't remember this ending. So I would like to at least do a backflip. So yeah, give us 2 minutes. Do a barrel. Play free bird. Alright, we're gonna do this, so give us, like, a couple minutes if this is a trigger for you. Do a 360 no-scope!
No! Oh, thank God.
I hate the sound effect.
You had me worried.
That was not needed.
Now, can we please get back to the other room? No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't
sound
go back
effect
to
really
what I was
wasn't
before.
needed.
If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
It reminds me of, like, the sound effect from, if you've played Mirror's Edge or watched me play Mirror's Edge, the first game, when you accidentally fall off a building because you suck at parkouring like me, like, there's actually, like, a rather realistic bone sounding thing when you hit the ground, and it just, like, irked me, like, every time I heard it, especially when, like, I kept falling off of buildings because I suck at the game. Eventually I got better. The sequel's much better. Alright, here we go again.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Poor guy. I feel like I'm getting slower with walking, but that just might be my own perception. Alright, here we go again.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
Oh no, I am
don't know
getting slower
anymore.
at walking.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Yeah, narrator,
Looks
deal with
like you
it.
wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
I mean... Stanley hurts himself.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
There we go.
I'm going back.
Sorry for not giving a warning on the last one. That was mindless of me. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I hope
What
so.
could it mean?
I want the office back.
Stanley
Here you
decided
are.
to go to the meeting room.
Okay.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're gonna do the same thing.
Stanley's arms.
Well, maybe
With
not
the
that
bucket
whole
in his arms
sequence.
again, he was home.
But with Bucket. Because someone asked
Stanley
me to do
clutched the
that,
bucket
but with
tightly
Bucket.
to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee
Bucket.
lounge was simply the place to be. And
Aaron,
here it
have you
was. Had
played
the bucket turned out to
the
be
new,
correct?
the
No,
Ultra Deluxe
never
version, or
mind.
have you watched
The
it
bucket
at
was
all?
wrong.
Because I haven't, so this is
Stanley
like
took the door
my
on
second
his left
time,
to go back to the
my second
meeting
stream
room.
of it.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
How can I get down? How can I get here? How can I... Oh! Oh! This is definitely how physics works. That is definitely how physics works.
You're getting close now, Stanley.
Alright, I just need
You've
one more.
nearly gotten
Bucket.
all the Figler and Marines.
Bucket.
Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the
As
first
I played it, I
number will
uninstalled
equal
it to
the second
choose
number, and that
tension
will be
impact
it.
update. That's fair.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the
I have a
sense
lot
that
of
we used to have
gigabytes
none of them.
to use,
And now
so
we
I
have them
can
all. You can't go back
a
to
lot of
when you
games
had
on my
no Figler
PC.
and Marines. None of us can.
I don't know where the sixth one is. Vent! Ventilation shaft. Where does this lead? Where the fuck am I? Tapes? Where have we seen... What game have we seen tapes in before? Narrator dialogue. Interesting. Lore? Lore? Are we the narrator?
Okay, this is day number 295.
Video game. Sorry, I had to.
Tape
That's
number-
fair.
I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every
Is this
time
Stanley talking?
I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it,
Life is
it's
strange, might have
always
had
the
it. Maybe.
same
I don't
feeling.
think so.
And the emptiness in my chest.
No. I'm thinking
When
Marble
I set it
Hornets.
down.
That's the game I'm thinking of. Or not the game.
It doesn't
Media.
make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world
Evidence.
so differently
Number
when this
252.
bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes.
Capitalistic
It's
greed.
unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's
And
going
wear
to
it,
be a
pal. Make it into
target
a
on
bucket
my
hat.
back.
Yeah, it'd be like me
Even
who'd wear like
now, I don't
backpacks
know
on my
who I'll be
head.
trying to get. What's that? Who's there?
Uh-oh. Did this just become a horror game? Ew, Doctor Who moment? Cthulhu Inc. Watch there not be a bucket now.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
For now? Don't say shit like that. Okay, I'm going now. That was a new voice line there. Yes, there is a bucket here. I wonder what happens if you... Okay, so we want to go and do that
Stanley picked up the bucket
other
and
thing
smiled.
with
He'd
the bucket.
never be alone again, not truly alone. Not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
that was
the
an interesting
employee lounge
ending.
was simply the place to be. And
I should
here
have
it was.
explored more.
Had
I
the
just
bucket
wasn't
turned
sure
out
if
to
there
be
was like
correct?
other
Was
places
no,
you could go
never mind.
in that
The
area.
bucket was
or
wrong.
not.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back
Nope.
to the meeting room.
Nope. Okay.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have
Okay,
alarmed
we're
him,
gonna
of
listen
course,
to the
because
bucket
buckets
because I'm
can't
actually
talk.
kind of
But Stanley
curious.
chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced
Bucket
that
orders,
the bucket
and
had
then
spoken
we'll go
to
do
him,
that other
and
path.
he unthinkingly
Then we'll
did
do that
whatever
path
the bucket
without the
asked.
bucket. We have plans. We have plans.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
What dark room are you talking about? We need to listen to the bucket. Oh, that dark... What? Oh, no. I'm terrified. Oh, this?
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together. This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Oh, no.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Oh, no. This is a nice apartment. This is cute. Hi, Bucket.
Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press P to take me to work with you.
He.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Very nice, but the rent is hefty expensive, yeah.
Press J to take me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Press F to go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think.
Bucket
it
is
can't
friend.
talk.
Bucket is
All
love.
it
Bucket
would
is
ever
life.
truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's
Doesn't
it.
have to be liquid.
It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press U for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and
You're
listened
trying to steal our bucket.
Now,
We
all
cannot
he
allow
cares about
this.
is this awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press Press K to ignore anyone in the life except for me.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
I don't like
From
this
now on,
horror-esque
he's just
music
going
that's
to cling to
playing.
this bucket, this cold,
My bucket.
empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine.
It does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press B to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
It doesn't have to be
Like
liquid,
it
but
would be
alright.
better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Jazz music. Just, Stanley likes jazz music. Got taste.
Press N to relive the same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's
Oh,
a
he's
bucket.
falling in love with
It's
the
literally
bucket.
just a bucket.
He's falling in love with the
Why do I
bucket.
feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press K to go home to work.
Home to work to home to work to home. Bucket is love.
No, I'm having feelings for the bucket. No, 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 no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket?
Why is it
Hear
romantic?
What the bucket has to say. Do
Why is
anything
this
it asks.
romantic?
What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Why is this romantic? Wait. This layout doesn't... This is a weird ass layout. Oof, nice bedroom. Yeah, it's just the windows don't make sense. But it's fine.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
Oh, there's a
I
picture of
need
the
it.
bucket on the
Give
wall.
it to me now. Give it or I'll...
I thought there should be someone coming through.
Go back. Go back to work, Stanley.
That's a closet. I'm waiting for the bucket to not be there anymore.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Okay,
mean?
now we're gonna go...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps the good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his...
Those were
This was
door,
not
not
the
windows.
correct way
I
to
got
the meeting
confused
room.
too.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him. Telling
What,
him
those
that
big
the
things? I thought
employee
those were
lounge
windows.
was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Okay.
No.
We're gonna
never
go the
mind.
same path, but
The
we're gonna
bucket was
deviate.
wrong.
We're gonna become deviant,
Stanley
everybody.
took the door on his
I
left
need one of
to
those
go back to the
LED
meeting room.
things. Even though I would probably have to put on this side because this side doesn't
said
have
the
hair.
bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo
Those are
lift.
doors,
Yes.
just
Go
weird
there.
design.
Good,
Ah,
said
okay.
the bucket.
I'm just
Now
deviants.
ride the lift all the way to the
Deviants.
top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Alright,
It should
we're
have
gonna go-
alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
Oh, I
But
can predict. Okay, I'm gonna predict that when we jump down from here to do the go the other way, it's gonna be like, oh my God, Stanley, you listen to me, and it's gonna be like a war between the narrator and the bucket on what door to
He
pick.
chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Interesting. He didn't say anything.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket
I didn't
here?
know there was
Unless-
the bar.
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
Interesting.
Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Ayo,
This
I can't read.
misunderstanding could have
Hi, my name
dire
is Graham,
consequences
24,
on the
and I can't
entire
fucking
rest
read.
of the game
I have a
if not
master's
addressed
degree, I
quickly
can't
and
read.
properly.
Can't read doesn't
So
apply
much
to
of
me.
the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Oh God. Warning, do not stand on this side of the fence. Alright, I'll stand on the other side of said fence. Oh man.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm
is
showing you
cool.
is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is
Is
not.
this a game show? Can I
bucket.
win money? Can I
Okay,
win
let's
prizes?
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Do game show, let's go. What is this? Deal or no deal? Okay. I don't know how I want to play this. Do I want to play this like bedtime for me? Good night, enjoy your stream. JCK, thank you. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have good sleeps. I appreciate you. No. Damn. I'm not sure how I want to play this. I'm not sure if I want to play like dumb, because like we can always go back and redo it again. Or if I should play like, excuse me, if I should play dumb. The sequel is now paused. Flip a coin. Ooh, Connor, I need you to flip me a coin. Oh, Connor. Con. I need you to flip a coin for me. Where is he? I forget which one it is. Which one flips the coin? Is it 60? I think it's 60. Okay, so he said tails. Tails, Connor, we need you. Connor 60 said tails, so that means we're gonna do all wrong answers only.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket. Not
What?
an actual bucket.
What?
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Bro, what?
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Nah.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Oh, they're gonna say this is a bucket. No, not a bucket.
Correct. This is a tractor
Oh, shit.
and not a bucket.
I
To be
fucked
honest,
up.
I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
Yes, we got
Thank
it
you
wrong.
for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
Fuck, I messed that one up.
Is this a bucket?
Yes. What?
Correct. This is a bucket.
What? How? How is that a bucket? I'm confused.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
How? Oh, is that a quantum universe question? I'm confused.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Oh, does that mean the narrator is like backstage somewhere? You should press red for all of DVNC.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something.
I was just
and
sticking
therefore
around to see if
nothing
it
could
did
possibly be
anything.
something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you
I
believe
can't
that
answer you
nothing
straight.
is
I'm
a
sorry.
bucket?
I'm not straight. Nothing a bucket? Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
It's meta. We're
I've
very
lost
meta.
all sense of perspective. What
get
is a
mean.
bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a
Hey,
bucket
Derpy
is?
got a Woobat. Nice.
Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Surprised he
I
hasn't
can't
gotten
have
rid of the
that.
bucket
I'm
yet.
sorry, but I'm going to
Is he
erase
assuming what a
all
bucket
buckets
is?
from the
Rude.
game entirely. Okay, here we go. What happened?
Time to switch clip.
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket
Am
either.
I still here, though?
Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now.
God.
It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
I want to be a
And we'll
bucket.
know
You can
that
be a
it's
bucket if you
all
want
a
to.
bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Is there only going to be buckets? Is there going to be a crap ton of buckets now?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so we're going to go through that little crawly hole. It wasn't the crawly hole. Yeah, the one that made us try to get rid of the bucket. We're gonna go through there without the bucket and see what happens.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
Vent?
he wanted
Yeah,
to
the
stop
vent.
by the employee lounge
Crawly
first,
hole.
just to admire it.
My brain has not
was,
worked like all
The
day.
lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
All of his coworkers were buckets.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Into the vents we go. Into the vents we go.
Stanley had
Hi-ho,
now gotten
the
himself so far
chariot,
off the beaten
into the
path
vents we
that
go.
it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a
Interesting.
movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the
Basically
couch in
straight up
pure
buckets.
shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world
Adrian,
than
are
the
you
rest
here?
of us do.
Because I know you played this, I think.
Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me.
Guys,
This is
all
all
I have
your
for bed. I
fault.
hope you have a lovely stream and time zone. Thanks, Aaron. Same to you, friend. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the follow. Okay. I'm not sure
Stanley
what else
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would
Back
be.
and forth, Stanley hasn't interacted with
clutched the
narrator
bucket
once, not
tightly to
once.
his chest
Yeah.
and entered the door on his left.
And take the bucket directly to the meeting room. Interesting. There will be a reward for finding them all. Lies. Who are you? There will be cleaning of this wall required. I can tell you spy one. What makes them float in there? Who took the pictures of them? Figlies are hard to find. Follow the clues by employee 416. Trust the completionist instinct. Thank you. Good luck. 'Cause 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 Stanley put the bucket on his head. Oh my god, I wish. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambience or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones, also known as directional mic, a microphone which picks up sound from a particular area. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that, in all likelihood, it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be a reverberance off porcelain surface. Anyone have leads on this? Wouldn't you like to know? Ooh, it's the mind control room. So I want a cargo room. Okay, so we already got that one. Do we need contracts for them? Can we sell them? How many are there? There's 6. Why floating? Why do they look like 427? Oh, why do they look like us? All of his coworkers were collectibles. Should we make them interns? Why would they just tell us something will happen? This investigation in this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. So there's one on the toilet. I'm not sure if I got the one on the toilet yet. Broom closet? Broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes that coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I want the bathroom. 1 in the morning. Oh, I guess I already got that one, because this is the only bathroom we can go into. Ah, fuck. Make the figurines interns. Yes. That leads nowhere. Which is just so odd to me.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
We've already done this ending. So we might do the escape one now. Because that one we haven't done yet. With the bucket. I'm curious to know, like, what more do we have to do with the bucket? Because, like, is this all the new content? Is just the bucket stuff? So I'd like to do, like, other things and not just bucket stuff.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Is this ending just the same, just with the bucket? Also, why don't I take fall damage? Unless if we have GLaDOS's fall boots or some shit.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting
Content
so
warning.
much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Ah, yes, other narrator.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as
Narrator.
Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death. It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way,
Ah,
but this
so this is
one
different
stood
than
above
before.
the rest. It was a glorious
it was like,
bucket to behold.
A thing to see, like, all the shit that went behind the game. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You're standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void. With your use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? Chair.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the
That's
hubris
so
that blinded
funny.
him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
This is pretty. 25 buckets. That's definitely more than 25. Photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of euphoria from exposed to this many buckets at once. That is way more than 25, but okay, friend, you do you. 2 buckets with a bucket with 2 handles. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Inferno Bucket. A replica of the Inferno Bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet, in spite of it all, the simple fact remains no one can control a bucket. The stress bucket, an analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance, presented without commentary. Vulnerability, size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies, the holes. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy, rest and relaxation. Stress, the level of water in the bucket. Interesting. I guess the music's coming from here. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings that the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. That is so interesting.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. I think I have to fall down. I saw no other ways to go. Yeah, I think we have to go this way. Okay, y'all. I have to fall into a hole. Oh. I was able to grab the bucket?
But there is something we can
What?
do. Something we can do
Huh?
together, you and I, that will
How was
right
I able to
this
do
terrible
that?
wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine.
I'm still
Don't
holding the
reset
bucket.
game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as
I'm
tools
still
and
holding
implements
a
if only
bucket.
we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take his
Ma'am.
place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a
Content
new
warning.
world, a new vision.
I was holding a bucket. You killed a bucket. That was your fault, narrator. Oh! This hallway's new. I think Stanley has kicked the bucket. Hi, Mary. I hope you're well. Hello, friend. This is new.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
So the entire section is missing.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that
I
the
have no idea what we're
employee
supposed
lounge
to do.
was simply the place to be.
I think we did everything.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took
Oh,
the
we
door
haven't
on his
gone
left
down
to go
yet.
back to them, and so the two of them
we've been
detoured through
here.
the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Mystery sci-fi woohoo. We've not gone downstairs yet with the
Coming to a
bucket.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
There's the sixth
And there
one.
it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
Bless.
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Alright, cool.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post
God, is
during
this gonna
work
be the
hours.
same
He might
thing?
be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Is this not going to
He
change
looked
with the
down at the bucket
bucket?
in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Returned the gaze.
That's strange, Stanley.
How did he
thought.
return the
Usually
gaze?
bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone
Oh,
else's
no.
bucket, perhaps. How
Who
did I
took
end
our
up with someone
buckets?
else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre
Our bucket is
hallucinations
gone.
Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Oh!
Truly be. He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket. Come to me, Stanley.
Oh my God.
Me. He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oops. passed out on the job. Good.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security,
Oh my
and
God.
walked to her place of work.
Oh
But
my
on
God.
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how
meta.
everything is predetermined and
Hope
free
you're-
will
hope
is an
you're doing well,
illusion
Mary.
and it's
Thanks for
all
being
just a
here.
video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity.
This
on everything.
is an ending.
Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Backflipped all her way to work? Excuse me? Bro. Do a kickflip. Do a 360 no scope. Okay. Is that the end of the new content? Is this the shit with the bucket? Or is there other things? And there's something weird going on over here.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
Yeah,
It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Oh, good.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
The game knew. It was like, oh, you want more new content? I'll give you more new content. I'm like, okay, cool. Ah, yes. Serene beauty. We gonna incorporate some more Steam reviews? I love the Steam reviews. That was my favorite.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
7 out of 6?
And here was a second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest.
I did that.
Back
Yeah.
then, I had no faith in you to find
I
any
took a
of them,
poop.
let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Oh. I think it was red and blue doors. Yeah, I think it was red and blue doors.
No. The red and blue door room was the 4th place you found a Figanley, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished
I can't
that
go
they
back.
all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If the red and blue door room feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments? Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
We did
Oh,
not,
well,
but
I can't
okay.
actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
How am I walking over boxes?
This
Oh!
was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one
Hey,
is
Ellie,
particularly
welcome in,
special to
friend.
me,
Hope you're
I
doing
made a
well.
little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh no. Oh man. What's that back there? This is so good. Brian, I hope you're watching this. This is made on like Microsoft like Windows Media Player or some shit. That's why I made my very first YouTube videos on, or not Media Player, but like Windows is a version of like Adobe. I could have worded that better. No, it's good. You're good. This is so good. Starring Stanley. Copyright the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
2007 YouTube. You're not wrong, Ellie. You are not wrong there.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here, under the stairs. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
Calling
it was a
them different
moment
things.
unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
You are in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've brought up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move
Gothix! Hey,
onward
friend!
into the future.
How are you
Goodbye, Memory
doing?
Zone.
Oh, I missed what? Excuse me?
No, I'm not done.
Gonna pause. Hey, Gothix, how has your drive been to Washington State? Did you arrive okay and everything? If you're not following Gothix, go follow Gothix. Because when he's all settled in, I'm sure he's gonna start streaming again. Woo! Why did I get pinged? Somewhere. Okay.
I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can
Deload.
stay here, keep enjoying these
Just deloaded.
figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Ooh! Okay, I'm here for this.
Yes, that spot under the stairs. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
This is so good.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
We literally just watched it, like...
Yes.
Oh my god, that was so good.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Good. One last gas stop and 2 hours and 45 minutes away from Washington. Moving to my apartment tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yay! Exciting! Be sure to let us know in the Discord that you got there safe and that everything's going good.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one. This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
collect them all. I will back onto the road now. Safe travels, my friend. Drive safe.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
Can I collect that figly?
Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
I'm gonna collect this one. I can't collect that one? That's unfortunate. That's sad. Sad.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten
this
that?
is
A
interesting
classic memory,
content.
This one.
I always went with the right. Look,
And
it's our
before
desk.
everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Birth. The
There's
Big
something
Bang.
I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make
Stanley
for a
was
wonderful
born in his
companion,
office,
even if
yeah.
it
Wake
was
up,
a
Lieutenant.
fiction.
It's me, Connor.
Whoa! Odds and ends! Susie and friends! Oh my goodness, hello everybody! Hello, 29 28 weeks. Susie. Oh, I know you too well, Susie. Oh my goodness. Hello, how was Mario Kart? Let me get you a quick shout out there, friends, because I know there was I meant 28. Yeah, sure you did, buddy. Yeah, I know y'all were playing some Mario Kart 8. So if you're not already, go follow Odds and Ends. They do community nights and everything. Susie's one of the people that hangs out with them. Hi, Dusk. Hello. And Ulrich Wolf Sky. I love that name. Please let me know if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Hello, welcome in. Magnum Knight. Hello, welcome. Hi, everybody. My name is Aaron Gray. Usually they pronounce interchangeably. I'm a queer variety Twitch streamer, and we are playing Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. We're currently knee-deep into some interesting content at the moment. Just call him Dragon. Okay. I'll call him Dragon. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for bringing your community over here and trusting me with them. I appreciate all of you. If y'all need to raid and run, totally understandable. But we're just vibing. So thank you again. It's so nice of you. But don't call me out like this. I will call you out however I want to, Susie, because I love you. I appreciate you, Susie the nose. Boop. Boop. Alright, with that, we're gonna get back into some gameplay here.
A body has been discovered.
Magna Knight, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Hacker Rat Den. I love you too, bestie. No, you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Hacker Rat Den. There's snacks in the kitchen. The current snack of choice is currently homemade chocolate bars. Not by me. By a farmer down in other part of Virginia who makes them by hand. And they're very good flavors too. That's the current snack of choice in the kitchen. If you do not like those, we can get you something else. There's plenty of plushies everywhere. And just chill out on the floor and have a good time with us. Woo! Thank you for the follow, friend. Alright, so we're gonna get back into it. I might have to take a quick stretch break soon. And by stretch break, I mean stand around and walk around, because my butt hurts. In the end, I drank a whole bottle of Prosecco and 2 cans of beer. Susie! Susie! I'm fine, I promise. Are you? I mean... Okay, from my perspective, I'm not used to people drinking. So, like, when people say they drink that much, I automatically am like, oh my god, that's a lot. Because I don't know any better. Because I don't know. Because I don't drink. So, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you, but, like, girl... It's a lot of alcohol. It's a lot. It's a lot. Alright, we're gonna continue.
But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again.
Trust me, I can still spell.
I want to go back to
I see
how
that you
it
can still
used to
spell.
be.
Except for
Yes,
29
I can be
stab
on my
wounds.
own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with.
Wording,
You know what?
phrasing.
Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go.
Places, everyone,
This is
places.
the story of a man named Stanley.
Uh-oh. Gonna pause. Okay, but you're forbidden from driving yourself to the bathroom. We don't need you getting hurt. Yes. Dust. Just be careful standing up. Me. I'll be okay. Oh man, there's
All of
papers
his
everywhere.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
There's papers
Stanley
everywhere.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's papers everywhere.
No matter
Interesting.
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't
Ryland,
find a
save
trace
me.
of his co-workers.
I might add the Ryland emote here, but my community doesn't know who Ryland is. That is a lot of paper. It is a lot of paper. I don't know. I also don't know if I should be grabbing the bucket or not.
Ah, the embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You're missing out on our arcade boys. It's okay. It's alright.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Broom Closet, hello. Goodbye. Always stake the bucket.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
Offers everyone a
office.
handful of bugles. Thank you. Thank you. Feed the rat army. Thank you. Thank you. Mary Ryland 60 forever. Yes. We haven't figured out that one yet. Takes one. Yes. I always look in here. Just in case.
Stepping into his manager's
Did I
office,
do this
Stanley
too
was once
normally?
again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Rat emote. Yeah, I have a friend who has commissions open for emotes, so I might get a couple more. But I need to stop spending money right now because I need to wait for my next paycheck. Like, I'm not broke. I'm not broke, but I just want to make sure that I have monies.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read...
Okay, I'm gonna
Mind
lay down in bed about
control
either lurk and message
facility.
in the Discord server. Yes. Thanks, Susie. I appreciate you. Thanks for bringing your community here. Your
The
friends
lights
always
rose
here.
on an enormous
I'll talk to you
room
later.
packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
So I'm not sure what type of ending this guy is looking for. I missed the broom closet. No problem, I love you,
Monitors jumped
bestie.
to life,
No,
and
you.
Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the
Course
office was
27 is
being
us.
videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this. And
Why
it
is that
very
person's
nearly
like
burst into
a
tears
corpse?
as Stanley cradled it
I'm
gently,
confused.
reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's
And why is
influence
that
as
one
well?
blank?
Had the
I'm
bucket been
confused. Same
told to
with
do
that
things
one.
it didn't wish to do? What kinds
Yeah, what's
of
happening
things
there?
does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't
Screaming
accept it.
into
His
the
own
broom.
life
Oh, I
in
read
someone
broom. You're
else's
good.
control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Hopefully this is what the
But
narrator
here was
wants.
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Alright, I hope this is what the narrator wanted. To relive the story one final time before he puts Stanley to rest.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control
Holding bucket.
machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Sneeze
Both
in
of them
every
wanted to begin
what?
watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together,
This ending music's
with one
pretty
another
good.
to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Knew this was gonna happen.
What? Wait.
I hope you're
What was
happy
happening?
now.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Well, we want to see, because, like, the narrator
Unbearable
said
silence filled the
that
room,
he wants to
lingering in
relive the story
uncertainty,
one final time before
until
he puts
finally
Stanley
the truth hit Stanley
to rest.
square in the face.
So,
This building
what does
did
that
not
mean
want the bucket
exactly?
to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing
So
warmth
we'll see
of the
what the
bucket.
narrator does
They were
afterwards.
less, not apart
I
from
hope
the
I
bucket.
didn't mess it up or
No,
anything.
no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Okay, did that do anything?
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Well,
could it
everyone
mean?
was to watch half of the movie, then
Stanley
stop it and
decided
watch
to go
the
to
rest
meeting room.
backwards, starting
Perhaps
from
he
the
had simply
end.
missed a memo.
Oh! Different direction, because normally it goes to the right. Interesting. Interesting.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and this was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no... Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left.
Dirk, thank you for the first. I don't know what to do now. Mary, thank you for the second. I don't know what to do now. I've done everything. I'm pretty sure I've done all the endings. Run around with the bucket. Wait, I don't. Bucket is love, bucket is life. Bucket is love in life. I purposely closed those doors. I don't know why though. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I mean, I could try to get some of the other achievements. But like, I have no idea what else, like, what other new content there is, or like what I should be doing. That type of thing. Have you escaped out of the office window with the bucket? No, I have not. I have not found an office window I could escape from. Perchance. Without the bucket. If I know anything about the Stanley Parable, is that is never done. There are always more endings. Yeah, but I don't know what endings to try to get now. Like, I don't know what I haven't done. I mean, you haven't even saved the baby. And spent 4 hours trying to save the baby?
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Well, we haven't done...
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now
4 hours later.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
We haven't
upstairs
done mind
to the
control ending, but we choose switch on instead. We haven't done that yet.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
You can interact with some of the computers. Yeah, I've done those. I've done the one where you can do the input and then it takes you to heaven
this is certainly
or something.
The most logical explanation.
But I haven't done that with the bucket. Have you got the ending where you go through the blue door without the bucket? Yes. Yes. I don't know if I've done the entire ending, but I did the ending. I got to at least Rocket League, then I fell off the map.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
I'm taking off this necklace.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Is there more games that they show after Rocket League, or are you supposed to fall off the map after you do Rocket League? Sorry, cute necklace with a little deviant triangle on it. You are making my neck itch. Escape.
The monitors jumped to life.
Yeah, I did the ending with and without the bucket of taking the escape route.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring us that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Finish Rocket League by walking into the goal.
Does a bucket
yeah, I did that.
Or not want to do?
I did that. I wasn't told to walk into the goal. I just fell into it.
Stanley's feeble mind.
That's actually my first time ever playing. I freaked the fuck out when we did
into the bucket.
When we were dropped into Firewatch.
His own life in someone else's control. Never. He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
God, I have to go into work tomorrow. That's the thing that was in the old game, but that was different. The 3 games were different than the original. Yeah, that's what I was told.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the
All right,
cold
we're gonna
reality
hit
of his
on.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Birds!
Birds. Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Birds! Birds!
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another.
Birds!
And then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds.
Yeah, okay.
all
Keep
over
living in
the world.
denial, buddy.
The mind control
Look at
were
that
only a
burb.
facade to disguise its
Round.
true intentions.
He
Had the
round.
bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal
Penguins.
genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
Burb.
Stanley and
Birds
the
in
bucket
chat,
never
y'all.
found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was
He's
happy.
happy. Speaking of birds, I was doing DoorDash and the big hawk was in the middle of the road. Ooh. Okay.
All of his co-workers were
So
gone.
I'm not going to take the
What
bucket
could
and do
it
that
mean?
ending.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's look at the computers first.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, so you haven't done the out the map ending then. I don't think so. So I have not done the mind control facility ending where you turn on the facility without the bucket. I have not done that one. And I have not done the input one with the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
So
door
I
on
don't
his
think
left.
I've done the out the map ending. Unless if that's the Rocket League one where you fall and then you're like out of bounds.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
So we're
boss's
gonna-
coming
while
to a
we
staircase.
discuss in chat
Stanley
what
walked
I have and
upstairs
have
to
not
his
done.
boss's office.
I'm gonna go do the one that I know I haven't done.
Stepping into
It's raining outside. Oh! I triggered it on accident. Oh no! Oh no! I triggered it on accident. Oh no! This is unfortunate. Oh! But I can go back? You just accidentally got a new one. Yeah, yeah, I guess I accidentally did. Alright, cool. Cool. Spilled coffee. I didn't notice that before. Okay. Hello. This is the escape pod ending. You are now leaving. Go straight to the left, walk onto a chair, and you'll get yourself onto a chair, and then a desk. Wiggle yourself onto the window ledge, and you'll fall out the map. This one is different with the bucket. Okay. Escape pod. Floor 760. Okay. Alright. Susie, you might want to copy that. Like, copy your message to send just in case. Oh yeah, bucket one is great. Copy the message you just sent about how to do the map one, just so you can replace it, or just so you can resend it. Because I have a feeling it's gonna scroll up in chat and I won't be able to get to it. You sure you trust me with that? Okay, fine, I could do it. I could do that then. Boop. Or do I have the pins turned on? Let me see. Does the pin message show up? I hear train. Let me see. Ah, I do not have that on. Interesting. Alright, so unpin message. Okay. Hey, friend, how are you? Welcome to chat for the first time. Never seen this room. Me neither, my friend. We are exploring that right now. Alright, I'm gonna send this. Discord really needs to have a function where you can just send shit to yourself. First room outside your office, climb chair to get out. Okay, it's 2 a.m. I finished all my pizzas. That is a sad moment, Susie. I'm so sorry. TTV Seizure, can you, confusion ending? We've done confusion ending, yes. We've done a fair amount of the endings, memory saved. Okay, Mary, I'm gonna yeet this into our server. There. What does I don't know mean? IDKs, I don't know. I could join a VC if you want or something. Oh no, it's fine. I just needed to copy paste it somewhere because I know it's gonna scroll up in chat and I don't like pausing a game to get back. I'm particular, including following all the steps on schedule. I've not done it that way. I did screenshot it and I saved it somewhere. So this is an ending I have not done. This is one I have not done yet. Nobody knows what I don't know means. Me, here's a ping in Discord. Whoomst, great. I'm just eating this into our server. Me. Oh, okay, carry on then. Yeah. I should really make a server just for myself and my shenanigans. Was that it? I don't know what IDK means, but I know something. Okay.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Okay, we're gonna do that one with the bucket now. Before I forgot. Just post it into our server.
Not everyone is so lucky to have
a bucket.
But Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed. Stanley clutched the bucket.
Alright, we're gonna
tightly
do that
to his
same
chest
ending, but with the bucket
entered
this
the
time.
door on his left. Still no one was here.
Oh no,
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
I forgot.
Perhaps his boss's office
TTV
was where
Seizure, do you have a preferred name, my friend?
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Unless if you prefer TTV, which is fine. I don't know how to trigger it.
Stepping in.
There we go. CJ, okay. CJ, thanks for being here, friend. This is my second stream of this game. I originally... Snivy! We love Snivy. Oh, Susie, you're starting with a Snivy! Snivy? Snivy? Snivy, Snivy? Type Pokeketch again. Yeah. Then you'll be able to play. So I watched Markiplier play this years ago. So when they announced this version that came out, I was like, alright, we're gonna relive some nostalgia and memories that I do not remember. So here we are. Okay, we're with the bucket. You are now leaving. Something over here? No? Oh, it's on the other side of the office. Very nice. Hey, you got Rosalia! Nice! If it was Dratini, I would be screaming. Oh yes, I know you would have been. So yeah, CJ, like, when I ask for hints and help, I'm cool with it. Just don't spoil endings for me. Nothing new. Poke a flex. Look at my shiny. Oh, it's a shiny boy! Oh! Well, when I asked for hints, that is. Derp and Susie have already given me at least 2 more endings. And then I know of a 3rd one that I need to do. That I have not done yet. Oh! It is different with Bucket. Are you going to kiss the bucket? Why are you caressing the bucket? Us with Connor? You're not wrong. That is us with Connor. Oh my god, Connor Detroit, my beloved. Goodbye, Bucket. Goodbye. Pain. Sag.
Wake up, Lieutenant. It's me.
Oh, hi, guy. Thank you for the raid. Let me just make sure that this... Thank you for the raid, friend. Hello, raiders. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Oh, hi, guy. Let me give you a shout out real quick. How are you? I know the last time you tried raiding me, you raided me after my stream was over, and I didn't actually get to say anything to you. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is never. Ooh, so you're playing Will of the Wisp. Ori in the Will of the Wisp. I think I have that on my Steam wish list or in my library. I don't remember. If I don't, there's probably a reason why, that I don't remember at this moment. But how was it? Tell me all about it. The end is loading. The end is indeed waiting. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never. But thank you for bringing your community here. I hope you've been well. Okay, I love your raid sound because I hear the slap from Connor to Hank. Oh my god, Susie. Yeah, it's, yeah, I like my sound effects. Joanne, hi. Hope you've been well, friend. Nice to see you. Ori was good. I finally have a good enough computer to actually play it. Ooh, so you have a new computer? Is that what you're saying? That's exciting. I was gonna say something. Oh, well, you notice I'm in a new place now. I am in a new apartment. Yes, I am very happy here. Eventually I'll have more shit.
Wake up, Lieutenant. It's me.
Glow! We have 3 raids tonight. Holy shit. Oh my god. Glow! Glow! Friend? More raids! Oh my god, Glow! Oh, wait. Fuck. I did not do that correctly. That is my own fault. Glow! How are you? Can the shout out work? There it is. No, that's not it. There it is. Apollo Justice. Ooh. That is that an emulator or is that ported to PC? You're gonna have to tell me. But don't tell me spoilers because I might be interested. Thonk. But hello, Ekami and Glow. Of course, in Puzzling Shutterbug. Hello, friends. You have more raids. Oh my goodness, 2 raids back to back. Hello, everybody. My name is Aaron Gray, queer variety Twitch streamer. Tonight we're playing some Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Friday there will be no stream because I am going to a live orchestra concert. They're going to be playing Star Wars, not Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, so the sixth movie chronologically. But Sunday I will be playing some more Cyberpunk, hopefully, pending that I can revert my save file back. Monday will be, let me quickly check my stream schedule. It's up in the Discord, by the way, in the events tab. Monday of next week we'll be playing There Came an Echo, which is an RTS, so real-time strategy, indie science fiction game, which is been on my Steam for a while, and I only picked it up because I really, really liked the music, because they feature some of the music in Stranger Things Season 2, for the record. It took me forever to learn that. And then Wednesday of next week we'll be playing Vampire, and I realized I did not schedule this game for next week, but that might be okay, because I'm not sure how many more endings we have left, which is okay. Wednesday we'll be playing Vampire for the first time, which is a role-playing game. Choices matter, and you play as a vampire in the late 1910s, so that should be fun. And then, pending that Grant is available next Friday, we will be continuing with some more great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Let me catch up with chat here. I look away for 10 minutes and you get hit with 3 raids. Mary, it's okay. I appreciate you, friend. I need to go give Bo supper, so I'll be right back. You are all good, Glow. Emulator. Ooh, hi, Akemi. How have you been, friend? Ooh, Ace Attorney. One day, AA 5 and 6 will be on Switch PC. One day. And I would love that day, because I can hook my Switch to my computer, and then I can play them, and I would be very excited for that. Sunday! Yeah, I went into an area in Cyberpunk too soon, because I don't know anything about Cyberpunk, and I'm very underleveled. I figured that out the hard way the last time I streamed that, so I needed to take like a couple weeks off from that game. Stanley Parable is my favorite.
A body has been discovered.
CJ, thank you for the follow, friend. Can I tell you a riddle for an ending? It's my hardest riddle ever. Not necessarily. Cause like I don't necessarily want spoilers. Like I'll ask for if I need help, I'll ask for help. But like I said, Susie and Derp have already given me a couple other endings that I want to do first, that I know I need to do. So we'll do those first, and if I need more help after that, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The dream, to be honest. Yeah. I would replay Dual Destinies in a heartbeat. It's a gag ending. Riddle is 4 words. Yeah, still don't tell me, because I don't want spoilers per se. Putting my phone on my bedside table and then it filling to the fall tells me a lot. Susie, it doesn't make sense. Unless if I'm just slightly illiterate, which is fine, which is expected because I do have a master's degree. Shutterbug, I'm glad Stanley Parable is your favorite. I almost said Panly Starable. I was very close to saying Panly Starable. Since when did I make sense? That is very true. Not to be rude to you, Susie, because you know I love you. Okay. So we did Escape Pod with Bucket and without Bucket. Good luck finding it. It's a hard one to find. Yeah. We'll see. I'm just trying to grab endings
All
now.
All his co-workers were
because
gone.
I love you
What
too.
could it mean?
Okay. I am reviewing the thing that I put in. Okay, so you step up go straight to the left, walk onto a chair, you'll glitch yourself onto the chair, and then a desk. Wiggle yourself onto the window ledge, and you'll fall out the map. Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Straight to the left. Is it this chair? It's the thing with the thing in the thing. I'm not sure how am I supposed to wiggle myself. Is it this chair? Other chair. This chair? Or is it the one behind me? Don't forget the thingy thing. I appreciate y'all talking in code. The chair to the chair to the chair. Is it this one? Other side of that desk. Ah!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map.
Yes.
Until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Ah!
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty
Where are we dropping,
commentary,
boys?
the nature of video game structure, and its
479er,
examination of
this is,
structural narrative
Agent
tropes.
Washington.
So,
That's not
now
Agent
that you're
Washington's
here, what do you
voice.
think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Oh, yes, the blinding white light
Okay,
from my
I'm over
my
it now.
screen.
What do you think? Are you sick
Thank
of this
you,
gag
Susie.
yet?
This guy get... yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them
Not going
are
to.
appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see
Ooh,
how
okay.
long you can maintain.
As long as it's not copyright music, we're all good.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Oh my god, it's
Must be
rhyming!
told, he was not very old and was
Is
quite
this Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
particularly
There's an
gangly.
old city bar
What
that
Stanley
is
liked
never
most was
too
buttons.
far, where
He pushed
people
them
have gathered
like
and
some
places
kind
have
of
been.
He did
Love
it all
Trans-Siberian
day
Orchestra.
in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible.
I'm
And if
quite
you are not
enjoying
strong
this.
and
Not gonna
keep
lie.
playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
You gonna sing? Key change?
You too will become quite unbearable.
Where's Adam Lambert? No, you need to stop. This music is actually quite pleasant to listen to. But no, the joke with Trans-Siberian Orchestra is that I grew up loving the music. Like, that was the first band I actually saw live as a kid. And like, one of their things that they do is that with their concept albums, they have rhyming, like their music rhymes, like the lyrics and stuff, but they also have like spoken word and narration during the concert. So like, my mom and I would always joke about it, like, oh, an old city bar that's never too far, because like the narrator's very dramatic. And he's wonderful. He understood the assignment. Suddenly it goes on to rock and Freddy Fazbear appears. God, the music from Security Breach is actually not bad, not gonna lie. Now, I've never played Security Breach. That I watched it, and I've seen like Astral Smith, who's a speedrunner, like do stuff within the game, but like the music is actually pretty good. Okay, so is this just gonna be as much as I can listen to this? I think this is the end. Okay, I was just about to ask about that, so thank you for clarifying. Now, is it different if I do it with the bucket? Is it different if I do it with the bucket? I have to ask, because now we have the bucket. The bucket. I will ask before I move. Astral Smith, the man who discovered Giga Monty. Oh, it is different with the bucket. Okay.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Replacement bucket! That's funny.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
How did I always take the bucket? It's different as you say no and bucket. Gotcha. Okay. I figured if you said no... Whee!
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
Narrator's so British.
We've escaped from that dull office and that
Can I have
pesky
a bottle of
narrator.
water?
At last, out here in the white
I
void,
say that
we are
because
alone.
Susie's British.
Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
Giga
The bucket
Monty.
began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed,
Countless
desecrating the
wars?
land and lives of untold
Excuse
numbers
me?
of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of
Could never
sadness and
imagine being
regret,
so British.
and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the
Cafferty
madness
and
and the decay,
crumpets.
if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to
We love
manifest
Susie.
justice where none existed.
We appreciate Susie, even
and
though
the
it's like
bittersweet reality of time.
2 a.m.
To see one's dreams and wishes met
in
halfway,
your time zone.
meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the
I
warm
should be
glow
paying
of
attention to this
inspiration
probably.
begins
This is
to
lore.
dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself.
Calling
Perhaps
me out.
if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
Yes, it's doing
What
it.
are
Sorry,
you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a
You seem
bucket.
hungry.
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
I am hungry.
No, said the bucket.
No.
Not since the
I am
evil wizard
arriving.
Gamhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No! Stanley screamed even louder this time.
What is this?
Is stupid. You are a bucket.
What the fuck is
This is so stupid. Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form,
Giga Monty!
transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Oh?
My God, Stanley, you did
Oh!
it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have
Is this
easily
a
been
D&D
overwhelmed by the
reference?
bucket's power. I'm
Is this a
speechless.
Skyrim
You've
reference?
demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Plot twist, the bucket was Giga Monty this entire time. Watch us never get the bucket ever again. It's a good thing we played Ocarina of Time. The phone is ringing.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Uh-oh. Is that buckets? Is that a shit ton of buckets? Where are we don't worry, chap, I got you plenty. It's a good thing we played Ocarina of Time. Do you feel like I've forgotten my tea? I see you forgot your monocle. Do I need to go somewhere for this? Or can I redo this ending while we wait? Boxes. So do I just, like... Do I have to do something special for this? That was interesting. That's the first time I got the phone ringing. I'd rather have 20,000 deliveries of Connors or Rylands, please. 20,000 Connors! Didn't want to give them a chance, did you? Are they all for yourself, or are you gonna fucking share? You better be fucking sharing with us. 5 Connors each! Just play normally. Okay. 5 Connors each. Alright, this time we're gonna hit no. No, we haven't had enough.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Nah, just continue
He
through it
then
once you
praised
realize
the
there's
game for its
boxes
insightful
everywhere.
and
Oh
witty
my god.
commentary into the nature
Love that
of
for
video
us.
game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Yeah, that just
Why
reminded
don't
me
we
about
take a
like
minute
my
just to
maybe
drink it all in?
eventually media
Okay,
podcast I
I'm
would
over
like to
it
do.
now. What do you think? Are you sick of this
So
gag
much.
yet?
Of course, I'd share the Connor and Rylands with you.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
Yeah, that is a bit of a
Do you think it
spoiler,
would
buddy.
have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer?
Oh my god.
How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the
Puts
other
a
option.
spoil sport cap on
Indeed,
Susie's
you
head.
are one of the
Puts
lucky
the
ones.
spoiler
Though if the
sport
other option
bucket
is
on
really
Susie's
miserable
head.
to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Forever and ever, let's make this last forever, forever, whenever, let's make this last forever. Da, 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 da. Oh, the windows are up there. Hello, windows. Interesting. All right. My pronouns. Hey, let's not joke about pronouns, please. Because pronouns are part of one's identity. So let's not joke about those, please and thank you. You're lucky I'm in a good mood, Susie. Your punishment is 1 hour surrounded by cute little fuzzy animals. God, Mary. Where are the boxes? Susie! Oh!
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Oh. I see. I see the boxes now. Like, when you first leave, you're like, oh, everything's normal. And then you get over here and it's like, oh, shit. That is a lot of boxes. Enjoy the boxes. Well, I'm joking about my pronouns. We shouldn't joke about one's pronouns, though. Oh, boy. Are there boxes in here? No, that's unfortunate. Interesting. I'm not taking the... Should I be taking the bucket? I want to enjoy this without the bucket. Is this another ending? Like, entirely, is this another ending? The boxes were the true antagonist the entire time. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Like, do I just play the game normally? Is that the thing? Is that what we're doing right now? It's like, now you work for Amazon and now you're in your worst nightmare. It's like I'm living in my apartment. Like, I get rid of boxes because I'm unpacking things and then I order more things. And then there's more boxes. Do we at least get the drones? Spam. There.
It takes a lot of humility to
Here,
carry
take
a
the
bucket
bucket.
so magnificent. Stanley checked
No,
his
it's just a
ego
fun thing.
and then
Okay.
proceeded onward.
Oh shit, I didn't want to take the bucket. Oh shit, no. I want to put the bucket back. I didn't want to take the bucket. Oh! Box is 100 damage, 9,999 HP, not almost 100,000 in defense. Only a bucket can save us. This is different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Become a
he
habit
entered
to
the door
grab
on
the
his left.
mighty morphing bucket. Oh! Oh, hi, guy. Oh, no. What are you owing about?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Did I fuck
Feeling
up?
a wave
The
of
bucket is a
disbelief,
self-conscious choice. You can
Stanley
never escape
decided
the
to go
bucket.
up to his boss's
Well,
office,
this time I have
hoping
to
he
escape
might
the
find an
bucket
aunt's coming to a
because I need to go
staircase.
do an
Stanley
ending without
walked
the bucket because
upstairs
I
to
did not
his
do it on my
boss's
first
office.
time around. Yeah, the reason I stepped... I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's fine. That's fair. It's become a habit. Grab the mighty morphing bucket. Can you explain why it was difference in the beginning?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Dude, I gave you... They were calling me out here. Okay, we're going here. There's a secret. I have no clue if you found it. Perhaps, perhaps not. I am not sure.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I want to explain the game. Choices. Yep.
Now the monitors jumped to
My
life.
control facility,
Their
that
true
helps.
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them,
let me get
eternally
this ending
monitored in this
first.
place where freedom meant nothing.
My mind is also currently somewhere else at the moment.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring
I'll
job?
probably
That his
finish this
emotions
ending,
had been manipulated to accept it
Then
blindly?
either take a 5-minute or end stream.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
Yeah,
control.
something came up. My mind's not
Never.
fully here
It
at the
was
moment.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even
We'll see.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with
And that's why this
emotions.
game on
Happy,
day 1
or
back in
sad,
2013-ish.
or content.
Then cheat to get the 5
Walking,
years.
eating, working.
Well, now it's up
all
to
of it
10 years.
monitored
Now
and
it's at 10
commanded
years
from this
for
very
the deluxe version.
And as the cold reality of his past
I'm assuming
began to
cheat
sink
by
in,
you mean
Stanley
you set your
decided that
computer
this machinery
forward.
would never again exert its terrible power over another. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yeah.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do.
They did
but
upgrade.
You need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls
Cheaters.
off
Hey, I didn't do shit.
and leave.
I didn't do anything.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation
Tuesday
system.
trophy and then
In
have
the
to
event
plat
that
on
this machine is
PS5.
activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to
DNA.
explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about
press
you,
1.
about me, where we're going.
I pressed
What all this
1.
means, I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Okay, so 5 green.
All right,
Okay.
I'm in a good mood. You're
Wait,
gonna
except
die anyway.
They
I'll
don't.
tell you
then
exactly
don't
what
play
happened to them.
10-year trophy. Yeah.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
I pressed 5.
Other times,
I pressed
I let
5.
the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
I
Watching you
pressed
try to make
5.
sense of
I
everything
pressed
and
5.
take back
I don't
the
know what it
control
wants me to
wrested
do.
away
I
from
pressed
you.
5.
It's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Incorrect.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
A door.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley.
Purple
You're in for
4?
quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of
Music's
watching a
at least
cutscene because I
decent,
want to
though.
watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No
Well,
ending. Just
I
you
tried.
being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately
No, know what I'm
to your
doing.
frail life?
It's fine.
Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Oopsies. It's alright, though. I tried. Wasn't really sure what I was getting into there. That's alright. Hi, Glow! How are you, friend? Gave you a shout out, but then you ducked because you had to go feed Bo, the child. Our beloved. Let me see something real quick. Yes, I had to feed Bo and myself. Ooh, what'd you feed yourself with? Oh, it thinks I'm in the game. Vaughn, the music man. Oh man, I need to get rid of that redeem. I had some pierogies. Oh, Pog. What was in the pierogies, might I ask? Okay, I think I'm gonna end tonight, but I will do that redeem. Stop it. Well, let me keep it on this while I close out of the game, just in case. It's a great redeem. I actually have been lurking because I had to get some stuff done. Told me I should get this game. I did not like the first one, though. I mean, you have to get... I mean, there is a bypass at the beginning that makes you, that asks you, like, oh, have you already played it? I think they're just cheese and potato. Ooh, okay. You get them from Costco. Ooh. I might have to go to I have a Costco membership now. And it suddenly got cold in my apartment, and I don't know why. I shiver. The first one frustrated me because I thought there was a way out. Yeah, I guess there isn't anything from Costco's fire. Yes, that is very true. Okay, something I can sing that isn't the Halo theme, because that's what's currently running through my head, because I sang that like an hour and a half ago. Yeah, I normally like when I'm by myself, I'm like, oh yeah, I have this song stuck in my head. And then, what is a pierogi? I will send you pictures of pierogies. Hold on, wait a second. I must show the Brit what pierogies are. They're basically like, I don't know if they're Amish or not. Nah, I don't think they're Amish. It's like a dumpling, but instead of like, it's similar to a dumpling. It's very similar to a dumpling. Filled dumplings made by wrapping unleavened dough around a savory or sweet filling and cooking in boiling water. They're often paired and fried before serving. They are very good. One of my exes made me pierogies when I love a good pierogi. She's British. Give her a break. Like raviolis, but with potato filling. I believe they are Polish. Yes, I think you're right. I think they are Polish. Or something from around there. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you are right on that.
Because when I retire, I want a television the size of a
British
billboard.
Oh, thank you for the reason. Thank you for being here for 2 months, Susie. I appreciate you. Boop. I booped the nose. That Dragonborn comes. If you're giving me a song suggestion, it can't be a song suggestion because I don't know a lot of pop music or a lot of music generally speaking outside of what I know. Potato stuffed pierogies are the shit, but you can get them meat stuffed in certain places. Yeah, I don't like stuffed with like potato and like maybe like hints of bacon are really good, and cheese. Cheese and pierogies are really good. But I had an ex of mine, so I had my wisdom teeth taken out my freshman going into sophomore year of college, so I was 19, and I was dating this guy named Colin, who like very rarely pops in on stream, but we appreciate him still. He made me handmade pierogies, because like he'll like I think like once a year he like hand makes like a shit ton of pierogies and gives them to people. So he brought pierogies over and like pan fried them. Like they were already pre-made, but he like fried them there because like I couldn't eat like a lot of hard foods because like just had my wisdom teeth taken out. So he like made the pierogies because they were soft and chewy. Then like caramelized onions as well, and I was able to eat those, and they're really, really good. My Aunt Madden makes a mean homemade ravioli. You can eat like 3 and you'll be good till the next day because she makes them big. Ooh, yeah. I've never had homemade raviolis before, or not that I know of. Cons of playing Mario Kart 8 the way I do. I'm very hungry and that looks so good. I'm so sorry. Me still struggling to think of a song to sing that isn't like a piano melody. She makes them every Easter. Ooh, very cool. Very cool. God, a song to sing? I'll think of a song to sing while we think of a person to raid. Ian is playing Fortnite. We might have to visit Ian, because we love Ian. Or actually, go to Ian or Nyx, because Nyx hasn't streamed in a while. Yeah, let's see. Songs to sing. Well, gotta go, everyone. Have a good rest of the stream and raid. Thanks, Joanne. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming in on the Oh Hi Guy raid. You can acapella piano melody. I could, but like the one I have in my head, you can't really do because well, I can't because like my voice doesn't go down that low. I mean, I could acapella a fucking clarinet melody because it lives rent free in my brain. I swear there was a song I was singing earlier, even though it was like only like 2 verses. I don't remember. Spotify, my beloved, please help me. Spotify, please. Please love me. This is kind of pathetic. This is why I don't want this redeem anymore. Because, like, I derail stream because I can't think of a song to do. Ooh. Do I know the lyrics to it? Not really. Hold on. Oh, are you telling me to do hold on? Or are you telling me to hold on and wait a second? It's better if I have the full ensemble behind me and not just, like, my solo voice. But I could do that one. Yeah, I'll do that one. Susie, I love you, because you know my brain. Know the song! You know me. You know me. Alright, so this is Hold On from I almost said the first season of Stranger Things, which is inaccurate on so many levels. It's from the end of Detroit Become Human. If you do the right things, and then Marketh and gang sing it at the end. And, fun fact, they skew sharp. Or, skew sharp or flat? No, they skew flat. They skew flat. So by the end of the song, they're in a completely different key, and it makes me so mad. Like, I understand that, like, they're not vocalists, like, they're not singers, but, like, they all stuck with the key, they all shifted key together, so it's kind of okay. But also, it makes my music head hurt. Marketh, Marvin, Marvlane. Elaine. Alright. I should not be saying like this to sing. Whatever we name him now. Market. Let me get some water. Hold on. Marvin Klein, my beloved. I like the both original and the Detroit version of that song. I don't think I've listened to the original, but I do like the Detroit version. I'm gonna have to probably listen to the original in order to put it on Spotify so I can sing along with it on my 45-minute drive into work. Alright. Hold on just a little while longer. on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. And then they add on and whatnot. But it doesn't sound as good when it's just Marketh singing alone. Marketh singing alone. But that wasn't even my full voice. My full voice is incapable at the moment to do that. It is just not there right now. Alright, we're gonna go raid somebody because we need to go raid. Alright, Stardew. The original is like a church choir kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I read. That's what I read up on. Yeah. I think it's like a gospel hymn, I think. Like it's specifically gospel. Or like black church choir, I think. I could be wrong. I have to do more research on that. Alright. We're gonna go give Nyx some love. He is playing some Stray, so cute cat game. They've just started. I'm pretty sure they just started. So no spoilers for the rest of the game. But we're gonna go raid over to him. Say hello. Please use the raid message. Yeah, something like that. Very black church choir type stuff. Yeah. I'll have to listen to the original, though. Thank you for reminding me. Alright, so we're gonna raid over to Nyx. So just a reminder, no stream on Friday because I will not be here. I will be elsewhere. Cyberpunk on Sunday, pending that I get it to backload. There Came an Echo on Monday, and then Vampire on Wednesday of next week, and then next Friday, hopefully, Great Ace Attorney or a random game, pending grants availability. And those would all start at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Meow, yes, so there's a dedicated meow button. Yes, very much indeed. But with that, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thank you for the wonderful raids and the giftings and just being here. I appreciate all of you. Seeing you here just makes me happy because it reminds me that I have a community and people care and like to see me do weird shit on stream. But with that, that is all for tonight. I will see you all on Sunday for some more Cyberpunk. My name is Aaron Gray, Queer Variety Twitch streamer, signing off.